Hello everybody, my name's Ian and welcome back to the Void War. This is FTL Faster Than Light, a roguelite spaceship simulator meets Warhammer 40k. And if that sounds awesome, you're right. I made 2 episodes of this of just the demo. That's how much I enjoyed it. And we only got to play through 2 sectors, and there's a lot more to this game. And I'm excited to play more. So who's ready to go on a voyage, a journey for the God Emperor of mankind? Okay, so it's going to make us go through the tutorial again, apparently. So yeah, this is Void War. It's essentially kind of a reskinned version of FTL Faster Than Light. If you've never heard of that, it's a great game from I think 2011. Pretty hard actually. It took me many times to beat it. I've got videos on that on my channel. I suggest you go and check it out. It was a great day in the morning when I beat that one. So we have different systems. I'll kind of briefly go through it. Again, this is episode 3. This is the full game, no longer the demo. We have weapons, we have shields, we have engines, oxygen, we have an assault sled, it's called, which we can use to load people up with and essentially attack the enemy with them. It's a boarding craft. We have doors, which the higher level our doors are, the stronger our doors are, and what that means is it's harder for enemies to break through them. Okay. We also have sensors. You have to have equal or higher level sensors than the enemy to be able to see inside their ship. Oxygen should be self-explanatory. Weapons and shielding should be fairly self-explanatory. You can have up to 4 shields. That's denoted up here. We need power. Okay, as it says here, 1 bar is 1 unit of reactor power. Subsystem, yeah, I kind of went over that. There's a new thing in Void War that FTL did not have called the command throne. It's basically the same actually as, not the con, but the pilot or whatever. I forget what it was called. Damn. But essentially, if it's manned, you get evasion. You had to upgrade it to get autopilot. Yeah, don't open all doors. In FTL, it would open all doors except for the airlocks, I think, first. And then with a second click, it would open all doors. I almost killed everybody in my first playthrough of this game by opening all doors. Okay, to proceed, hover over each of the ship's subsystems. Yeah, so the higher our engines are, the more evasion that we have. That essentially, enemy chance to hit you is based off of their weapons, like hit factor, and then minus evasion and other things. Maybe just evasion. Okay, we need power to power our weapons. The more higher level our weapons bay is, the more power that we have to power more weapons. We can have up to 4 weapon systems. Okay, like I said, I'm just going to go over this briefly. Our hull strength, okay, should be pretty obvious. We got a couple of individuals. Oh, not right now. Okay, I can't do that. This is a real-time strategy game, kind of, but you can pause. Okay. Now, the best way to deal with a fire is actually to open the airlocks and deprive the room of oxygen instead of sending your crew in, if at all possible, because your crew will take fire from damage. Okay. Command mode is what they call it in this game. Yeah. I could skip the tutorial, but I'm kind of doing it for you guys. Turn down the music here. Select all the crew. This is not the way that you want to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. It won't let me do it right now, however. Yeah, this is not... What's the short key for return to stations? We don't have one. Okay, fine. Oh, that's not where I want you. I want you there, I want you there, and I want you there. Okay, is that understood? It better be. Yeah. The enemy can cause fires, they can cause hull breaches. Like I mentioned, if you have more than one crew member, like if there's a hull breach, if there's a fire, more people, more faster. Okay. Another fire. God. Yep. Hazard stripes means they will suffocate. Yep. We man the throne. Only the commander is able to command the command throne, right? Or... yeah. Grants half evasion if crew is present but not manning. I thought the command throne is usually a one square room, so how would you be present but not manning? But okay. I thought I remembered playing the demo and had a normal, like a husk, manning it, and I still got evasion, but whatever. What do you want me to see here? Oh, power the engines, yeah. And power the weapons. Yep. Power has gone from the reactor to the weapons. Our engines are somehow destroyed. That is suck. Save the stations, go repair. Yes, I see that. Okay. Music's still a little ear destructive. Okay, repair that ish. Okay, return to station. Engines have automatically powered themselves. Yep. Now their engines are powered, you're ready to engage your subspace drive. As commander of this ship, you must be present aboard this ship to engage your subspace drive. You can always identify the commander. Yeah. I've decided there's a setting to make them have a yellow highlight. I've decided to turn that on. Ensure the commander is manning the throne. Yep, we did. We are on the throne and not the porcelain one. What if the command throne has a built-in toilet? That would be helpful. Star map. So here is kind of the heart of the game, kind of, right? This is what's called a sector. They look a lot longer than from what I remembered from FTL. And we can pick nodes to jump to. We have essentially usually two choices to pick from at every juncture. Okay. Yep. What do you want? Okay, whatever. Yeah. Okay. When you're ready, press home button. Select a jump node. Let's go. Although if you choose to go here, you only have one, obviously. But let's go here. All right. You know what? I'm gonna skip the rest of the tutorial. Yes. Okay. We've already, if you guys want to go back and you want to see, we have multiple different commanders to choose from. I see. Let's see. What should I pick for my name? I've got a list of good names right here. How about... I'm really bad about choosing names. I can literally sit here for an hour and think of names. So I have a list of joke names and interesting, cool names. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with boiling Iceman. Kind of like a Metal Gear Solid. Alright, so we got to play as the Exile the first time. Boiling Iceman. Ancient translocator innate. Teleport self to target room. Once a great lord of a distant colony, now reduced to two wandering banditry. Sure. Alright, so this is very familiar to anybody that has played FTL. Triumph of Demon? I see. Unlock by purchasing with resonance. I see. I see. Interdictor. Relic. No data. Okay. Unlock by reaching Sector 4 with any ship. Well, that won't be a prob. Difficulty? Yeah, we're probably going to get clapped on normal. Very Warhammer 40k-esque. Supreme Crown. Farmaker. Ooh, that goes hard. Watch. The God King has fallen. The Empire is in despair. Brother fights against brother. As the ruinous cult sweeping through the stars. The very fabric of reality trembles into the onslaught of demonic swarms. Okay. So... our engines are manned. Let's get the weapons powered. I want somebody on shields. And I want somebody on weapons. Putting somebody on doors to start with is kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, we have 3 options right here. Interesting. Interesting. I see. An Imperial convoy comes into view. As you approach, the ships within the convoy hastily engage in subspace drives, preparing to jump out, all except for one lone vessel which pivots to confront your ship. Okay, so something that's new versus FTL is they have treasure chests on board. I'm actually going to send these guys to board. Load the crew, launch the sled, and we are going to assault the weapons. Okay? We can have auto fire on our weapons. I prefer not to have auto fire. I just like to be in control and command of everything. Also, weapons, you need to fire synergistically to be able to penetrate shields and stuff like that. And weapons almost always have different charge times. So if I fire this one, it takes down the shield because it only fires one. And then this one comes 2 seconds later. Their shields might be up already again after 2 seconds. And so that shot might be ineffective. But if you fire them both at the same time, one will go through. Okay? Now I can line up my shots. But I'm gonna wait. Should win this. Easy. GG easy, no re. The enemy has been killed. You searched through the remains. Ballistic shield. Recall the crew. Return to station. Alright. And give that to the commander. Timeless defensive article. This incarnation is adapted to meet the threats of the day. Yep. Okay. So, one of the best ways to make scrap, aka money, same as it was in FTL, is to destroy enemy crew, because it leaves the ship intact and you get more scrap that way. And then this is especially powerful because you also can get treasure. And if you know anything about me, you know that I am addicted to the shiny. Okay, so we got merchant, listening station. I don't think I've been to a listening station before, so we're gonna go here. You drop in at the next jump point and are confronted by a pirate vessel. Their ship appears to be loaded with cargo collected from their former victims. I see, I see. Who has more HP? You both have the same amount of HP. You're gonna go in there. Good. And we can see what kind of weapon they have. So, beam weapons are very, very powerful, as they were in FTL, but they can't penetrate shields. So you have to set them up first. You have to knock down the shields, and then the beam you can set up like a line across the ship, and it does damage per room. So I can do 4 hull, depending on how long the beam length is. I don't know how, it says 50, I don't know how long that is. But yeah. So, and also they have... They have the same sensor strength as us, so I have to kind of amend what I said earlier. You have to have a higher sensor strength in order to be able to see inside their ship. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to send those guys to get boarded up. And we are going to attack the oxygen room. Another effective way to destroy enemy crew is by destroying their oxygen. Husk. Corsair. Wow, what happened to my voice? Corsair. Husk. But yeah, I mean, I've talked about this before. This is a Warhammer 40k in all but name. These things are called husks, but they're called servitors or servitors in Warhammer 40k. And essentially, they used to be people. They have been mind wiped and augmented. Usually that means removal of all their limbs and replaced with cybernetics. Except they don't always do a perfect job mind wiping, and so a lot of times husks can go insane and go rogue and attack people because some fragment of their former self remains. What could cause you to be turned into a husk, aka a servitor? Crimes, just because some Space Marine legions will turn their washout candidates into servitors. Yeah, it's a fate worse than death. So these servitors or husks are very weak. We're going to run away because they are cowards. Okay, we're locked in this room. Indicate they're charging warp drives. Okay, we need to recall our crew because ooh, I fear you guys are fried. They're dead. 1 HP. Well, yeah, he's dead. That fire is going to spread. It's over. It's GG. He can't repair that fire. He has no external airlocks. It's over. Rest in peace. Rest in pieces. It's over. You're fried. He's going to suffocate. I had to completely annihilate him for the insult of not dying. I thought for sure that he would pass on from suffocation. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, up here we have munitions, aka missiles. And yeah, every time we fire a missile, we use 1 munition. Imagine that. Okay. Yeah, we're going down to the listening station because I don't have enough money to buy anything or anyone. You come across a hidden outpost of the Raider clans, though it appears to have been deserted long ago. There is a still functioning signal relay in one of the side antechambers. The relay utilizes an ancient and powerful technology capable of broadcasting messages at ranges far greater than conventional equipment. It is said that certain Raider clans use this technology for managing their networks of operatives across the galaxy. You have the opportunity to broadcast a transmission. Pledge allegiance. So let's see what happens. You broadcast a transmission, announcing your allegiance to whichever clan this relay belongs to. You set the transmission to loop continuously and move on with your journey. Several days pass, and an encrypted message arrives along with a small package. We hear you. We will put the word out. You better not mess this up. We will be watching. Raider outlaw units appear more frequently, and rewards and merchants. Only one shrine may be active at a time. Okay, understood. Wasn't really sure what exactly that would do, but we got some money, and some munitions. We can't backtrack, by the way. We can't go back. We also only heal. The crew only heals on warp. There is a clone bay or whatever, although I don't know if it only clones servitors. I should use this game's terminology. I don't know if it only clones husks or if it clones everybody. In FTL, there was a clone bay that would clone anybody that died, but it would reset their level or something like that. But you also had a med bay. You detect an Imperial ship under attack by a Raider vessel. Didn't I just pledge myself to Raiders? Attack the Raiders. What do we got here? We got just a couple of bomb-ass husks. Oh, they're Corsairs. My fault. You guys are cooked. It's over. The enemy crew has been killed. After dealing with the Raider ship, you tried to make contact with the Imperials. Unfortunately, the vessel... Okay, escaped. So, yeah, a lot in FTL and in this game is based off of RNG, so there's a couple of different possible outcomes with that, I'm guessing, where either the Imperial vessel has escaped or they did not, and then they will thank us for coming to their aid, potentially. What's going on here? An Imperial invasion fleet is visible in the distance. They appear to be burning down space colonies in this system. Attention, colonies of the Empire. Due to your carelessness, an evil taint has been allowed to spread amongst you. Let these cleansing flames be a lesson to you all. Assist in the purge. An Imperial-trained crew member helps modulate the comms to contact the invasion fleet. The Imperial Commodore supposes you to be a commissioned privateer and permits you to assist in the cleansing action. By the time you are able to inspect the interior of the colonies, they are little more than smoldering husks. You recover a few objects that miraculously survive the searing flames before moving on. Yeah, they just went full exterminatus on them. No, we already have this, which reduces enemy DPS by 1. The CO already has 80 HP. And these guys don't, so let's give Felician over here, Felician, this armor. Okay. 15 HP. Great. Onward. This game's great. I love 40k. I love FTL. The combination of both is a lot of fun. A safe place to rest? What if I don't want a safe place to rest? I don't want peace. I want problems, always. You detect an unknown object in the distance. Its temperature readings are abnormally high. Investigate. I always gotta investigate. Oh, crap. What is that, a sun? The object begins to glow brightly. Suddenly, it erupts in a flash of blinding light. Ugh! It grows larger and larger, threatening to pull your ship into its gravity well. You overhear chatter over your comms and are soon greeted by a techno-cult science ship. Fusion test 773.1 is a resounding success. However, the results have been contaminated by a foreign entity, commencing termination of the entity. Right. Techno-cult. Yeah. So, essentially, that's this game's equivalent of the Adeptus Mechanicus, aka the machine cult, aka a bunch of freaks that replace their flesh with machine. And they worship essentially the God Emperor of mankind, except they call him the Omnissiah. You know, arguably, targeting the doors is a good option because they lock you in. So targeting oxygen seems like a good idea, but then they lock you in. So even if you destroy the oxygen, you're kind of screwing yourself over because now you can't leave the room easily. Terminate. Okay. We got a fire. Nobody panic. Actually, you know what? Keep that shut. That should be fine. I got weapons online. I'm wasting. What's my shortcut for closing all doors? X. Pursue the crew. You collect what you can from the remains, scrap metal or module bunker drills. Your crew are invulnerable against crew attacks while breaking doors. Interesting. Was that in the original, or I mean in the demo? I think modules must have been, but I never got one. Invulnerable against crew attacks while breaking doors. Interesting. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, why is that one so bright? Oh! I didn't mean to. I was just trying to grab him quick. An enemy vessel emerges on your flank and opens fire. Your death is all but assured. Is that right? Is that right, my guy? You will regret that. For the Emperor. What in the name of Terra is that? Rawls, demonic. Did we kill the leader? Hold on, they're not ready to fire yet. We may need to... Do they have a regeneration chamber or whatever you want to call it? Come on, kill him. You're cooked. Commander. It's... Son of a... You're dead. Crew's been killed. Okay. Let's take the Duraplate armor off of Felician and give it to Septimus. Okay. And we're going to swap these guys right here to put Septimus near to the launch bay. I never really got to use Psychomancy, aka not warp magic. Well, I guess it is warp magic, but there's psychers in this. I think they're called psychers in this and in 40k. What would you call psycher magic in 40k? I don't know. I never got to use it. Let's go to the shipyard. What do we got here? Ugh, look at that guy. You are hailed by a raider ship. Pay up if you want to make it out of here alive. To hell with you! You refuse to pay the toll and arm your weapons. Suddenly, an Imperial patrol vessel drops in. The Corsair seizes the moment to broadcast openly. Help, these pirates are trying to extort us. The Imperial patrol vessel seems to pay no attention and silently speeds off into the distance. The raiders, seeing no help forthcoming, quickly follow suit. Bastards. Absolute bastards. An abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. Our hull is in good shape. I'm going to gamble on Felician right now. We don't have any weapons that require munitions, so let's construct a machine slave right now. A crudely built servant made of flesh and steel. Its brainstem has been surgically altered for reliability and ease of maintenance. In unit possessing only the most rudimentary mental faculties necessary for operation. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I need you on? I need you in... engines. Onward. Oh, look at these gigachads. Gene soldier. Suffocation weakness 250%. Extensive genetic manipulation is bestowed upon these warriors' superior size and strength. Oh, they got the butcher's nails. These guys are tough customers. You arrive at the jump point and immediately find yourself taking fire from an Imperial ship. Imperial ship, eh? What do you got for weapons? You just have a beam. Your weapons are garbage. Why are you not working? What the hell? You gotta be kidding. Felician. Oh, look at this guy, keeper of order. Kept in constant pain via implanted psychoflagellants, such as the price of eternal vigilance against deviations from Imperial protocol. Ugh. So that's the butcher's nails. The butcher's nails, if you don't know, are from Warhammer 40k. They're essentially implanted probes or whatever that in the brain that essentially make you in a constant state of rage. But they enhance your combat effectiveness or whatever, supposedly. Okay. Enough talk. I'm not gonna board. These guys look like some gigachads. So we're gonna target their are these guys actually that tough? They're 70 health. That's pretty tough. Trying to take their O2 offline because they take 250% damage from suffocation. Our hit rate right now is caca. And slowly losing O2. We're going to destroy their ship before they suffocate. We admit defeat, accept these supplies, and release us. Very well. I'm in a good mood, apparently. You come upon a militia depot. They are stockpiling munitions after learning of an imminent Imperial invasion. Launch base steals some supplies. Yeah, we're good Imperial citizens, so you launch an assault slide towards the depot. The defenders are too busy with their interloping raiders to notice you come away with their number of munitions. Okay, cool. Abstract wound. Oh, that seems good. More Gene soldiers. Great. A massive cargo freighter slowly maneuvers toward you. Their captain sends a friendly greeting and suggests a trade. Talk. Trade routes with neighboring colonies have dwindled ever since the enigmatic Scarlet cultists began their visits. What have you? I have nothing I don't need to repair. Blood Witch. Psyker. Leader of the innumerable covens of the blood cult, selects and aids the chosen to fulfill their debt to Ariok. Summon Thrall. Summon a Thrall in target room. Do they use psychomancy automatically? If reason is a window to the mind, shatter it. I hate to say this, but I don't want anything, bud. I am going to upgrade. Okay. Farmaker is great. I love that name. I want to upgrade my shielding. Okay. An extra bar of shield will help greatly. I think we're going to call it good for now. I gotta see what this is. It can't be anything good, but... You come across a subspace rupture of unprecedented magnitude. It bleeds distortion across the fabric of space-time. Within the rupture lies the promise of unseen terrors and crueler fates. Yeah. So in 40K, I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons to that. Because clearly this game is based off of that. In 40K, you have something called the Warp. And I'm no 40K historian, okay, but essentially the Warp is a realm beyond ours, if you will, that is full of demons and magic, and everything in the Warp is also, I think, where souls go to die, but almost everything within the Warp is out to kill you. Outright, if not to possess you and turn you into a disgusting, horrifying, creature. So, in 40K, vessels are able to essentially travel faster than light by going through the warp. But they have to have warp shielding that protects them from the warp. And it acts, I believe, not just as a shield, but also a psychic shield against the horrors of the warp. So I'm kind of going to do it. As you approach the rupture, your sensors begin issuing a warning alert. A hostile entity has been detected. Your view screen flickers to life. You are not prepared. But then none of them were. Pit Lord. Ugh. Possessed cruiser? What am I doing? Well, they only have one beam weapon. They've got immune to suffocation, reduces enemy DPS by 1, moves very slowly, cannot man, repair, or extinguish demonic commander. Summon 2 skeletons in target room. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. We're in trouble. I think that means it can summon on my ship. Okay. And it has two shields. Well, good thing we just upgraded our shield. They can't penetrate our shield. Here it goes. Okay, we are... Demon Heart controls the ship's maneuvering, regenerates damage systems. Despite its name, the Demon Heart is much more equivalent to the nervous system, to the nervous center of these starship scale horrors. Target shields. Oh. They can just go through any of my frickin' doors? Okay, that is demonic, literally. Okay, here they go, summoning more. Back in there, huh? Okay, it regenerates it fairly fast. I know I should destroy the Demon Heart, but... Okay. It can repair itself even though it's damaged? That's not right. All you guys go in there, okay? That is diabolical. We're just gonna end up destroying it. Don't do that, actually. See ya. Despite the devastation, you managed to retrieve some stuff. The thing that stood watch dies without ceremony, as if this moment had already been decided. Ahead, the subspace rupture awaits. Increased game difficulty, pass through the rupture. I gotta do it. Why? You pass through the rupture, the galaxy stirs, the stars recoil. What have I done? My God, what have I done? Oh, dude, I'm stupid. Why would I do that? Abandoned Service station here. Okay, great. What's this? Oh. Great. Okay, I can use that on the fly. Onto the Stargate. Where's SG-1? You approach the Stargate. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. What? Dude. What was I thinking? Let's go to the Death Cult sector because I'm absolutely insane. You arrive at a sector besieged by the Cult of Death. Once hidden within the apothecaries and medi guilds of Imperial Society, these craven individuals have shed all pretense and now openly proclaim their allegiance to the Death God. Crom, I think, that is their name for Korn, the god of war, right? So, what are the Gorgoth? That must be Nurgle, maybe? Perhaps? Look at this. I have lost my mind. I'm outside of my gourd. I'm gourdless. Yeah, look at this. Ugh. Yeah, Nurgle. Immune to poison, death cultist Psyker, member of an ancient hermetic order dedicated to the agony of death. Their progenitors were among the first to fall from grace during the Seditio Medica. Cast a poisonous projectile. Oh god. Summon 3 rot spawn in the target room. What am I doing? You are traversing through an asteroid field when suddenly a death cult vessel emerges from behind cover to engage you. Yeah, you guys are... Okay, that's manned. We still get 5% evade. But I kind of want you to be on. That's great. That's grandiose. My weapons are online. Piss. I don't know about this. Okay, they're weak. Enemy crew has been killed. You search through the remains and find a few items. Get out of there, brah! Son of a bitch. My husk is gone. Is what it is. Onward. Bone Shrine. Sure. A great mass of human bones is visible ahead. As you move closer, you realize it is an abandoned medical outpost, so covered with human remains as to be nearly unrecognizable. A death cult worship guards the entrance. Uh-huh. Well, we're boarding again. I'm sure it's gonna go well. What? One tip that I mentioned, I think, well, no, in one of the other episodes is when you're boarding an enemy craft, I wouldn't recommend going into, if you have only 2 people that you're, oh come on. I thought it said once it frickin' got repaired that it went back online automatically. Grr. If I only have two people, I wouldn't recommend going into a room that's bigger than 2 because then the enemy can attack you with 4 people. So it's always better to go into a room that's the same size as however many people that you're boarding with. Corruption beam does not affect shields. Okay, it's a poison beam. Disruptor, okay, but they can't penetrate my shield because I have 2 shields. My god, Warden. Oh god. Ability, extinguish all fire and create toxic gas in current room. The armor of the Death Knight is no mere tactical implement. They are religious vessels in which the reanimated corpses of their greatest champions are successively entombed. Thus clad in these mobile sarcophagi, they bear themselves in a second offering to the dark deity. Liber Obscurus, 335th edition. 335th edition? Wow. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully we're able to defeat this guy. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Big trouble are we? Yeah. We're fried. You guys go back. I want to kill that guy. I want that guy's head. I want that guy's head. I want him dead. Can they do it? Ah! I can't lose him. I cannot lose him. I think he'll be able to handle him. This is crazy. He did it. You collect what you can from the remains. 31 scrap, 1 translocator, and 1 scrap. Get the scrap. With the enemy ship neutralized, you approach the grisly outpost and discover a shrine within. Strangely, you hear the buzzing of flies even though none are present. I'm not pledging myself to the god of death. I'm sorry. No shot. There's no possible way I'm pledging myself to the god of death. No freaking way, dude. That's disgusting. That's a bridge too far. No way. I risked my entire crew just to kill that guy. I don't know that it was worth it. I really do not know that it was worth it. We're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. You enter an area suffused with toxic clouds. A death cult ship attacks you from within the murk.
I crave flesh.
Graviton cannon. It's okay, they can't penetrate us. Oh, but they have psychomancers. Oh, crap. I don't know what the hell is going on in there, but it's got to stop. What the hell? Bro, why are you struggling? This is bad. Okay, corrosive gas detected. Okay, it just drains us. We gotta stay on these weapons. Okay, the weapons are offline again. I think we're gonna pull through. A broken transmission reaches your ship. The enemy's commander voice filled with resignation. You recognize your defeat. To hell with you! I accept no surrender from demons. Die! Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Unvisited note. Infernal energy detected. That can't be good. I want to go there, but you arrive in system and immediately find yourself in the middle of a massive Corsair fleet action. They are performing a raid on an Imperial starship manufacturing complex and you are caught in the middle of it. Several Imperial ships have already emerged from the complex ready to fight off the Corsair fleet. You have only a few moments before someone notices you. Defend the Imperial complex. You walk on to the nearest Corsair ship. God, we're still drained and everything like that, dude. Look, oh, they got upgraded doors, huh? What do they got here? Energy beam. Okay, we're good. We got upgraded doors. Current power 2. Okay. I wanted to go... Okay. I wanted to go and check out the Infernal Energy, but I remember from last time, our first playthrough in the demo, we barely survived with a full crew, fully healed and everything like that. I think we barely survived. There's no possible way I think that we're going to survive an Infernal Energy encounter with 3 dudes that are barely breathing. We had 2 dudes that are barely breathing and 1 that's like okay. 1 shield. We should be okay. We will be okay. It's just going to take some time. Target their oxygen. For the Holy God Emperor of Mankind! For the Imperium! You guys are fried. I fear it's over for you. May the Emperor have mercy on your souls. $37 scrap. The battle continues to rage. You scan for more targets. Let's attack again. Oh, this thing is puny. Extracts vaults instantly. Door break speed 1000%. A cunning individual. Fueled by intense greed, on occasion seen in service of the technical, sometimes willingly, oftentimes not. I think we could probably take these guys. I'm gonna try to take them. These guys are weak. Where did I board them? Not there. We're good, I think. We're good. Crew's been killed. More Corsair reinforcements arrive and soon the Imperial forces are overwhelmed. The Corsairs lay waste to the manufacturing complex. You are forced to retreat. Damn! I should have gone for a bigger vessel. Look at this Giga Chad. Death Knight. Oh god. Your ship docks, or your ship drops back into real space in front of a small merchant caravan. One of the ships breaks off from the caravan and approaches you. They want to conduct business. Talk. A passing traveler claims to have witnessed a vessel devoured by a nightmarish entity with countless writhing tentacles. While I remain skeptical, other similar tales have been surfaced lately. Okay. Warp Lance, Radium Blaster, Heat Beam. Creates fire, missile templates. Claymore missile. It's even in the shape of a sword, that's cool. Spectral Drive, your ship can now dodge spells using its evasion attribute. Ocular laser implants plus 2 DPS to all machine priest units. Ghost linked focus reticle. The first time a ship fires a weapon during a fight, it always hits. Interesting, interesting. My goal is to destroy crew. You know what I do? I want to... Can I swap these? I kind of like to sort my weapons by charge time. And now we need to... Why can't I open that right now? Okay, because I was already in it. We need to do that. Okay. Power up the weapons. Why were my weapons not powered up? Why were my weapons not powered up? So, I want to increase my shields again. The 2 shields has been more than enough, actually. So I don't know that I want to do that currently. Capacity 3, huh? I don't have enough crew. My people are so weak. Sensors would be nice, but I'm not sure if I want to, maybe not waste, but use my scrap to upgrade it, because I can still board even without it. More evasion would be good. Let's get another point of evasion. Okay, my engines are unmanned. My shields are manned. 10% recharge speed. I'm gonna move this guy into engines. We get an extra 5% evasion. Do I want to do that even though? Because like I said, my shields have been more than adequate. I don't know that I even need more evasion. I'm gonna put this guy in sensors for now. We definitely obviously need somebody in a weapons bay. We're going to do that for now, okay? This is interesting, but we're going to move on. Asteroid field detected. That seems like a pain. A Gorgothian vessel primed its weapons and walked onto your ship. Okay. Gross. May revive as a torso. The corpse of an unfortunate reinvigorated by unnatural forces. Whatever consciousness it had in life has long fled. Deployed? What you mean deployed? Siege bombards enemy ship with artillery. More factory than cannon, the Siege Bombard is an ungainly but effective design that has seen service in countless campaigns. I'm going to hold off on boarding. These things are weak, but we need to... Oh shoot, what do they have? Where's their sensors? They don't even have sensors. Okay. Ability to summon 3 rot spawn in a room. Okay. We got to be careful here. We could legitimately get messed up by this. Uh-oh. Whoa, they're firing fast. Okay, our weapons are ready to go. We need to knock out their... Yeah, that's exactly how it works in FTL. We're going to target 4 rooms of that and potentially have fires going in all of them. That's a big problem. You guys are cooked, literally. I fear you guys are cooked, literally. Get out of the rot. You collect what you can from the remains. 3 fusion charge. 5 damage to nearby system. Splinter bombs. Friendly crew gained +3 DPS when fighting in vacuum. I need the scrap. Are you dead? He's gonna live with 1 HP. The foe's ship ignites a fire detonation. Oh my. 1 HP for Boiling Iceman. Oh my. 1 HP for Boiling Iceman, dude. Oh my god. Only 2 stacked? Okay. Deal 5 damage to nearby system. Okay. So only certain enemy or certain crew can have tool slots. Wow, I can't believe 1 HP. That's unbelievable. We're in big trouble. We need to go to the shipyard ASAP. As in right now. An abandoned shipyard flows into view. It appears to be a safe place. We gotta heal our injuries. We have to. It's not negotiable. I would like to do something else, but we can't. Mechanic, systems, modules, equipment, missiles, systems, consumables. A few tiny grains of space dust patter against your viewport and you continue with your journey. One thing that I really like about this game is that we don't have to worry about fuel. My god, how many runs of FTL did I lose just because I ran out of fuel? Like too many. I'm gonna head up here. You're traversing through an asteroid field when suddenly a death cult vessel emerges from behind cover to engage you. Yeah, pretty standard. Necromancer, Death Mage. These guys are weak. Interrupt that damn shit, man. The fires of perdition will cleanse your souls. It's over. It's so over. See ya, morons. Next time you'll think twice. Oh wait, you won't, because you're dead. Okay, you hunger for flesh. He hungers for flesh, whatever. Like, they all hunger for flesh. Slowed, okay, whatever, brah. Go ahead and slow me down. Yikes. Hull breach. Oh crap, they put the fire out. Ugh. Oh, look, you. Oh, man. I like that. Corrosive gas. Yeah, because these stinky bastards are farting all over the place. That's horrifying. You guys are dead. God. Okay, they got some pretty strong shit going on here. They need to stop messing around. Why did I... Ah, come on. Oh, they blew up. Cool, Magus. That's neat. That healing itself? No way. Our oxygen is fried. What the hell? They're getting in through our... They're getting in through our damn... Through the freaking hull. Oh my. Oh, shite. Okay. Get on the damn throne. Holy crap. Husk racks are arcane devices built by the technical they're used to transform once human individuals into husk. Process involves surgical alterations. Yeah, I know. I am stressed. We need crew, dude. We need crew. We need people. Okay, we need some space marines. We need some beef. Okay. Alright. Missile bay. Shield charger. Massively boosts shield recharge rate when activated. Husk rack. Constructs biomechanical worker husks. Terminus bands. All friendly crew explode on death. No. Thanks. Meditech boosters. Plus 10 HP. Chaos Star calls on the Dark God in times of need. Oh god. Heavy Duraplate armor. Riot shield. A Thame. Plus 2 DPS. Spawns friendly ghoul on kill. A Foul Ritual Blade. It carries within itself the knowledge of the countless fell priests who have wielded it in life. I'm kind of thinking about Husk Rack. I need bodies. My god, look at this. Neutral, war zone, exclusion zone. Let's go desolate sector. You arrive at one of the many protostar wastes interspersed across habitable space. Few colonies remain here, and those that do must remain ever vigilant against the roving bands of marauders that infest the region. Commando. You drop in at the next jump point and confronted by a pirate vessel. Their ship appears to be loaded with cargo. Collecting them and their former victims. Okay. Yeah, enemies have gotten significantly stronger. And I don't think that we can board and kill these guys. We're try. We need to disable their missile bay. I think you guys are fried. Let's see if they managed to put the fire out. System got destroyed, the ship blew up. See ya. Okay. We're barely surviving. I don't know if I would call that barely surviving, actually. We did okay right there, you know? That fire beam really causes a lot of problems. It really does cause a lot of problems for people. I fear we need to do that. Yeah, we need the extra. We need the extra. You need to go back over there, I think. Okay. And I'm going to, after doing that, I need to upgrade that. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh well, that's okay. We need to be able to see inside the ship in order to be able to effectively target it. I feel like having high sensors is good. Corrosive gases, let's avoid that. A technocoke vessel idles near the jump point. Its crew of machine priests makes contact with you and asks you to escort them to a nearby penal colony. Apparently they have business with one of the prisoners there. Agree to escort them. Okay. I'm gonna do that because he's weak. Let's go to the listening station. You come across a hidden outpost of the Raider clans, though it appears to have been deserted long ago. Should I pledge allegiance to the Raider clan? I think we don't, because that makes the game even more difficult. Crew contracts. Crap. Fires a psychic blast that stuns enemy crew, ignores shields, can target own ship. Auto surgeon, activate to heal all friendly crew in the room. Thunder cannon. Inferno beam. No, we already have a fire beam that does well enough. I don't know that this guy has anything that I want. Why is that red now? You briefly detect a chromic vessel on your sensors without detecting you in return. The violent ionic pulses of the nearby star have masked your presence. This may be a good opportunity to gain the upper hand. Manually tune your sensors to track the enemy. Improve sensors. Yeah, let's do that. What is that? A dreadnought? Chaos Knight. Oh, God. Reduces enemy DPS by 1, 5 attack. An insatiable killing machine enhanced by an assortment of combat bionics and infused with dark power. Each Chaos Knight represents the pinnacle of raw combat prowess. They are the purest expression of Crom, eternal rage bound within a human shell. Yeah. Temporarily summon a Doom effigy in target room. Cool. You are able to make full use of your improved sensor suite to locate the chromic vessel undetected. This vessel is caught completely by surprise. Okay, great. I can't believe I've come this far with only 3 crew. We need to get rid of this guy right here immediately. And then I'm gonna try to light 4 fires here if I can. Not gonna happen. You know what? I'm gonna go like that actually. What did it deploy? Great, ion pulse. That's gonna knock out my systems. Look at this douche nozzle over here. My shields. Freaking fly. We gotta kill that guy. We gotta keep him from launching shit at us. Wait, hang on. Can I destroy this guy? You're in trouble, bud. Salvage what you can. Rejuvenate. Cast a projectile to heal the allied crew in target room for 25 HP. 5 munitions and 2 scrap metal. We'll get this and see what happens. See how that can serve me, if it can. Crap, my freaking weapon's offline. What the hell? There's a destroyed cultist vessel here. You're able to scavenge a weapon. Cool. Cool. Give that to Boiling Iceman right now. Yeah, I see that. I think nobody has any psychic abilities right now. We gotta go to the quest. Hidden research vessel here. You recover some advanced technology from within. The first time your ship fires a damaging weapon during a fight, the weapon's base damage is doubled. Whoa. The first time your vessel fires a damaging weapon during a fight, that weapon's base damage is doubled. Is that really that good though? Because the first shot is... well, it'll do double damage against the shield. Cool. You arrive in system a short distance away from the penal colony. The techno priests trailing behind you bristle with anticipation, having nearly reached their destination. Take heed, Commander. Our cognition engines have calculated high probability of danger, undoubtedly. Don't need cognition engines to know that. The techno-priest's warning proves correct as suddenly a pirate frigate drops into real space and begins firing at you. You maneuver your ship between the techno-priest and the pirate frigate. As you engage the pirate frigate, your techno-priest allies contact you offering assistance. Request assistance, okay. Techno-priest, confirm your request. Commander, we have deployed our combat house to assist you. Okay, neat. -8. -8 what? Okay, they got some beef. They got some oh, it's already okay. Hold up. God, it was like they knew where I was going to shoot. That's annoying. Ah. You guys dead? You guys are fried, I fear. 36 scrap. You arrive at the penal colony without further incident. Techno priest transfer a small reward before parting ways. Reduces enemy DPS by 1 and plus 1 DPS. Okay. Oh. That's a tool? Okay. So none of these guys can use this. That's annoying. Abandoned shipyard. Let's make a slave. And we'll put him on the engines. I don't know what I'm doing over there. Alright. What? Major threat detected. Well, I shudder to think what that is. Alright, that's where I'm going to end this episode. I love this game. I love FTL as well. And I think that my experience playing FTL is really serving me here. Maybe I'm making it look a little bit easier than it is. Because FTL is not an easy game. I think maybe this game is a little bit easier just based on the virtue of the fact that you don't have to worry about fuel. It's a constant aching, nagging concern to find fuel in FTL. If you run out, you have to set a emergency beacon and hope that somebody kind shows up to give you fuel. Also, a very big difference actually in this is that although the sectors are probably double in size, actually way more than that, I feel. Well, maybe double the size, I don't know. But in FTL, the premise of the game is that you are trying to outrun the rebel fleet and reach the end, destroy the rebel flagship, and save the galaxy from the rebels. Okay? But you have the rebel fleet that's chasing you. And you can... It's less linear than this, right? You can kind of, backtrack to different nodes or whatever. But you have the rebel fleet inexorably, constantly following you. And if they catch up to you at any point, it's bad. It's bad news bears. Okay, because they can fire like artillery at you or whatever to bombard your ship, and it does massive damage. And usually you always have to fight a vessel, right? You always have to fight one of their ships, and it's usually juiced up. And even if you manage to win, you get 1 fuel. And that's it. And that's it. Your reward for destroying an enemy rebel ship is 1 measly fuel. And 1 fuel is just enough to get you from one node to the next. So if you run out of gas and the rebel fleet is right here, it's kind of GG. So in that way, it's a lot easier. But we're only 1.5 sectors in, right? We're only 1.5 sectors in. We're playing on an increased difficulty because we went through that warp rift. But I love this. This is honestly so much fun. Again, the combination of FTL and 40k is super. It's great. I'm having a lot of fun. I kind of wish that it was like an actual like sponsored 40k game, just because. But it's 40k in all but name, and I'm loving it. And I don't know. I feel like we have some momentum. We're gaining speed, and or we're gonna die horribly in the vacuum of space. You'll just have to tune in to find out. All right. See you in the next one. Later.